Hey there. Well, this is going to be an odd way to start this vlog, but let's keep it simple. Today's goal is get some hobby done and get a lift in. We'll see how this goes. Problem is, my car broke down. Well, walking to a local coffee shop now. Since the car broke down, it is only 10 minutes away though, so it's not too bad. The coffee shop is now in view. There it is. I'm a little out of breath because I'm rushing to get there because I'm a little late. But I'm not too late, so that's good. It's going to be a good morning. I'm going to crush it. Right. All right. It's actually nice and bright now. Looks like a gorgeous day. Finished the morning group. Went to the car shop. Hopefully they can figure out what's going on with it. I have to figure out how I'm going to get to work on Monday. Other than that, we're pretty set. Hopefully enjoy my day today. Get some lifting done. Get some hobby done. It's going to be a good day. The best thing about having a broken car, or not having a car in general, is I get to walk everywhere. And it's a beautiful day. So there's some positive in that somewhere. It's going to be interesting going to the gym today because my main gym is closed. Now that I could drive there anyway, there's a Planet Fitness nearby, and I could also work out at home. So stay tuned for that later. We'll see what decision I make. I'm gonna make breakfast. For breakfast today, I think I'm gonna go eggs and bacon. Eggs and bacon sounds good. And rice. We'll throw rice in as well. That sounds like a fantastic breakfast. My first cup of coffee for the day. Well, it's half calf latte. Basically doesn't count if it's half calf, right? Bacon. What do you guys think about bacon? I feel bacon is great. I think bacon is freaking awesome. Whoa! Don't drop bacon. Now, some people like turkey bacon, and honestly, I don't have beef with turkey bacon. But if you actually look at macros on bacon, it's not that bad. Like, I'll tell you what this one is right now. In a moment. I wonder if you can hear the sizzling. About to find out. This is the weirdest way to handle bacon. I feel like I should go to bacon jail. 4 slices, probably, well, 4 eggs is all I have. And maybe about half a cup to 3/4 cup of rice. Not a whole lot of protein. Well, it's a decent amount, but I'll supplement with more protein later. Aiming for about 180 grams a day. Don't need to really overdo it. I'm about 190 pounds. Eating pretty clean, lots of animal sources of protein, so bioavailability is pretty good. Oh yes, the macros on the protein. Let's see where we are at. I bet it's like 70 calories, 7 grams of protein, maybe 60 calories. Yeah, 70 calories, 6 grams of protein. Pretty much a protein bar, right? So if you eat a protein bar, you can have pork and bacon. It's really not as bad as people make it out to be. Now, turkey bacon certainly will be even higher protein, lower fat, but I don't mind it. I do it occasionally, but right now, on a regular bacon kick, I do really like turkey kielbasa because regular kielbasa is kind of garbage. I'm having this. I keep accidentally buying Polska kielbasa, which is just beef and pork, and this is garbage macros. It tastes amazing, but it's garbage macros. It's 170 calories, 15 grams of fat, 2 grams of carb, and 6 grams of protein. Not really tracking macros right now, but still, you're trying to get a bit more protein out of your sausage, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Anyway, gonna have breakfast, then work for a little bit for a couple hours. I'm hoping to work for a couple hours, maybe get an hour of hobby in, then go to the gym, and then have some client calls in the evening, and then pretty much no plans from there. So we'll see. That's the plan for the day. I still haven't decided if I'm going to Planet Fitness. It's about 20 minutes walk. because I'm carless right now, or if I just want to work out at home. I feel like I'm gonna go to Planet Fitness just to get out of the house, but we'll see. This is what I call a man meal. Probably a bad name for it, but this is just rice, eggs, and bacon, plus some coffee with cream. There was like some leftover latte in here. There was no latte of it. Anyway, a pretty good amount of protein, a lot of fat in here, but I've been doing more fat lately because I have been doing less processed foods, so calorie intake goes down usually for me because of it. I'm not doing zero processed food. Like I still have some chocolate and protein powder here and there, and chocolate is usually dark chocolate. But just in general, trying to do less dairy. Kind of just doing an experiment, see if my GI health improves and skin gets clear. It just depends. You don't have to do this, by the way. If you know that you tolerate dairy well, then don't worry about it. I just had a suspicion for a while that when I have more dairy than usual, I tend to get more flare-ups with skin and GI issues. So I feel like as part of my profession should at least do an experiment with myself, see if it helps. Good meal. Bang. It's good bacon. Love bacon. Love bacon. Would love to get that whole Lord of the Ring set. Well, Battle for Balance Tomb, I believe it's what it's called. Great game, out of production, unfortunately. So it was a bit more expensive on eBay, but on like $75. I'm guessing they were selling for 35 or 40. It's not too bad. But it looks like a sweet game, like by itself. And also it gives me a good starting for a Middle Earth strategy game. I think it's what it's called. Battle for Middle Earth strategy game. But it's a good start for Moria. And I pretty much get the whole fellowship if I ever want to include them in any of the good armies. But Moria just looks so fun. So many monsters and goblins. I freaking love running hordes. But also love running hordes with like elites. So like monster and a horde. That could be cool. But you guys will see what's all in that set. Pretty excited to build it. Gonna be a good time. I'm hoping to open it and maybe start assembling it or lay it out before I go to the gym today, which will be in about 2.5 hours. But we'll see. Hopefully I get to it. If not, not the end of the world. Some people will probably be angry for me having cats at the table, but I don't give them food. They're actually pretty good about not begging for food. Russ, hi. I was watching, what was I watching yesterday? I was watching something, and they were both sleeping on my thighs. Lion was on my thigh, and then Russ was on top of Lion. Kind of like a stacked cats. Thinking about getting a third cat. Probably not, though. Probably not. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time to take drugs. Just kidding. No, it's drugs. No, I'm just kidding. It's just supplements like creatine. Now, you absolutely do not need supplements to see results. But they might be helpful. How do you like this content? Me just swallowing powder and pills. Good to have you here. All right, guys, it is nap time. So what you could do for a very effective way to be productive, come here, Lion. Come here. Yeah. What you could do for a very effective way to be productive is you take some caffeine, you go nap right away for like 15, 20 minutes, And then you actually don't even have to set up an alarm. Your body will naturally wake up as caffeine kicks in. I like to set up an alarm just in case, about 20 minutes for after I fall asleep for the nap, maybe 15, 20. And you're very productive and you get a lot of things done. Now, usually I would only do 150 to 250 milligrams of caffeine for the day. Yesterday I didn't get the best sleep, and I have to go to the gym after this or soon after this, so I'm taking this 400 milligrams caffeine drink, and I already had about a cup worth of coffee today. So don't usually recommend doing this, but there's basically one day a week where I allow myself to take as much caffeine as I want, which usually ends up being close to 4 to 500. And then one day a week where I go off caffeine entirely. It just kind of works for me to make sure I manage my caffeine intake, but not really sure how to even get this lid off. There we go. Now this is a pre-workout, 400 milligrams. It doesn't happen very often. I'm not going to drink it all at once, but caffeine is a great tool. Just don't abuse it. All right, boys and girls, it is the moment of truth. I only have like 10 minutes before going to the gym. Also, I'm talking very loud because I have music in my ears. There we go, that's better. Cool. Well, let's open it. I have been waiting to open it for a while, but I haven't. Why am I doing this? I haven't opened it because I wanted to record my reaction, and I'm super excited. So before this Battle for Balin's Tomb, I remember there was a Moria kit for the Lord of the Ring game, and and I so wanted to get it, but at the time of its release, I had no money, so I couldn't get it. And now I have money, so I spent a little extra on this out of production game, and I'm so excited. Okay, I'm actually surprised by the quality because looking at the pictures, I always assumed that Lord of the Ring model's quality was kind of crap. And even it's not even made from good resin, and it's actually decent. I don't know if you can actually see. You can't, but very good quality. Dang, that is sick. They're also tiny. I guess I've seen them, but I've never really played around with the Lord of the Ring models. But the scale is much smaller than Age of Sigmar and 40k, like significantly smaller. But man, those are some sick models. Look at this guy. I mean, you can't look, but he looks amazing. I'm excited. Cool rule set. I'm guessing it's going to be super simple. Assembling the miniatures. Those are probably the simplest miniatures to assemble. So it's going to be a good time. Some bases. Even the troll base is pretty tiny. Cool. Some awesome dice. Those are nice dice. But you could use them for other games too, but pretty cool. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Some nice cards. I'm going to look for those later. That is a pretty size. I'm not sure what this is for. This is a pretty sizable board. It is interesting because there's actually not much to this game. Like I'm thinking, I just got another game. It's called Combat Arena, and that game only costs $35 at Barnes and Noble, and it is significantly has like many more pieces to it. Now it's also pretty simple, but it's interesting. I love the side games for that Games Workshop releases. Freaking love those like random games they have. But let's see here. I'm guessing the rules are extremely simple. Yeah, there's like nothing to these rules, which is awesome, which means my non-nerdy friends who play it. But I've heard the game has some tactics to it. Interesting. And the map apparently is pretty dang big. Oh yeah, holy crap. That's a pretty big board size. Cool. All right. I like it. Well, the goal for the day is should be pretty achievable, is to assemble all the miniatures, which will probably take me 10? Well, I do like cleaning mold lines, so maybe 20, 30 minutes. They don't really look too bad. And I like to spray paint them as well. And there is even the one ring that you could wear in your pinky. It's not just a sprue mold, it's actually the one ring you use to track in the game. That's pretty cool. I guess if you are a hobbit, it would fit pretty well. But I'm a regular sized human, which I just now realized. I guess the ring does grow depending on the user. Because Sauron's fingers were much meatier than Frodo's. The more you think about it. Cool. All right. Well, that's it. Time to go to the gym. All right. We are off to the races. Walking to the gym because we're carless. Usually, Planet Fitness from my house would be like a 5-minute drive. But, gotta walk. So it's going to be closer to 20 minutes. And probably not going to film too much there since it's public gym. But, expecting a good workout. Going to do a full body today. Take it easy on the legs. I kind of hurt my knee a little bit when we were hiking. So yeah, gonna take it easy, get a good upper body pump, hopefully. Probably hit legs a little bit with some isolation stuff, but nothing crazy. And that's the plan. See you on the other side. Gym session is officially over. It's a pretty good one. Got a good pump. Hit a couple small PRs. It's pretty good. Excellent session. Still didn't do anything for the quads for the most parts because the knee is a bit bumped. But yeah, going home, gonna see a couple clients, and then do some hobby. All right, for our supper, I made some extra peppers. I had some leftover veggies, so we have peppers as well. As a side, we have Russ wanting to join us. Everybody, yeah. And we got meat and specifically beef and rice. Hey, there you go. There's not really a lot of space for you guys. I have great cats. Freaking love my cats. I love how good they are with food around as well. Look, I'm sure if I left, they would eat this. There's a cat hair. But while I'm around, at least while I'm around, they behave pretty well. So I guess this is what this vlog thing really is. It's gonna be me talking about food, talking about training, talking about the hobby, Warhammer, miniature painting, and a lot about my cats. Probably a lot about my cats. So expect more of that. Alright guys, it's pretty late, but I have committed to get this hobby done for the day. So I will. Got my protein shake, got some tea. My goal is just to build the models. I may be able to clean the mold lines, we'll see. But at least build the models, put them on bases, they're all playable. And then over the course of next week, hopefully I'll start painting them and work on that. So that's the goal. Now the question with the troll, I do have two options. I could do either the spear or the hammer. I don't know, what did he have in the movies? I don't know. I feel like the spear is a pretty dumb idea because it's a freaking troll. Who is he trying to reach that he can't reach already? But it's also pretty cool because you don't think of a troll wielding a spear necessarily. You usually just think, oh, a troll. He's gonna wield a club or a hammer. Duh. So it could be a creative choice. But I think I'm gonna go with the hammer. It just makes sense. And it's a cool looking hammer, though. It is a really dope looking spear. It's like a trident. Alright, well, I'm not gonna record me removing all the mold lines. So I'll just show you guys the final product when I'm done. Well, this took significantly longer than I anticipated. There were a ton of tiny mold lines, and I am such a slow hobbyist. I had no idea why I thought I'm going to be done with this in about 20 minutes. It took way, way over an hour. But Gimli is done, and he is looking amazing. Look at this guy, so handsome. But my favorite model from this whole set is certainly the troll. Look at this guy. Just look at this guy. So hot. Looks like he just woke up and didn't have his coffee yet. Found there's a bunch of stranger in his house and he's about to whack him. Whack him good. Anyway, I am tired and going to bed. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I am going to go ahead and get ready for bed. I don't even know what time it is, but it is a little bit late. But I'm going to go ahead and read the rules before I go to bed, as well as look at the character cards, because I'm actually really excited for this game. Can't wait to try it, especially with some of my non-Warhammer friends. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Subscribe, comment, all the stuff. Have a good one.